Now, after the basic flow of the project, I hope you understand a lot about it. I'm going to talk about details about our main part. That's so difficult, All right, so I opened this panel. As you read here, it has so many pages, and it is actually a lot of parts. I would divide it, into parts, and then to tell you what does it mean one by one. Okay. For the first screen waiting to assign, we need our Figma. Okay. As you noticed here, after students pay, except for assignments, okay? Students come to order, and then after they pay, it would show something here, right? This line. As you noticed, this part is mainly for the order summary. You see? It is related. And then for the files, this part, it is at here. See? Original task file, samples, syllabus. What? Oh, yes. Why should we put the syllabus here? Hey, man. What's wrong with that? Oh, it has a little bit errors. It's fine. Okay. As you noticed here, these 5 things is related to these 5 things, right? You wonder where is the file? The file is here. You see? This is the file. Okay. Then for the general link, for these 4 links, dashboards, where are they? Here. You see? A link to dashboard. You see, username, password, description. Okay, but you wonder, there is 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Where is the general link? The general link is specifically for assignments. You see, general link. This part. But for papers or other things, we don't have it. This part is only for assignments. Okay. Yes. So when students, don't have, if they didn't upload the files to, to this part, then we have a red icon here, right? Let's see. If students didn't upload related files to that part. For example, he didn't upload at the original task file. Let's see, original task file, where it is. Here. Then we're going to mark it as red. Okay? We mark it as red. Then after that, we after students upload, we remove the red icon. We talked this at yesterday actually, but yeah, I just wanted to emphasize. As you noticed here, upload. Yes, this is for inform. Okay. Upload red is to remind the admin to upload. The same. As long as admin upload something, it disappeared. Oh, it disappeared. Yes. Okay. Then I wanted to talk something about the cancel. Okay, it's not that easy because after cancel the task, okay, the money, because the students paid, right? then the money of the order would be transferred to referral credits. I will explain to you. It would it would be transferred to here. So where it is in admin's part. Clients page. Yeah, this is a client's page, and then yes, you see? Referral credit. It would be transferred here. Why? Because we return the money, then students could withdraw here. You get me? That's why. Directly. That's why. So the money will not transfer to this one. Okay, transfer to the referral credits if we cancel the task. Okay, then, all right. As you noticed here, okay, after students pay, they still would be able to change the subject or open, simple language, or change the format, or you only use methods. They even would add more description, add more files. You see, right? They also could add more files here, add more links here, right? So what if they update something? What should we do? So 20 minutes after students update all of his order, yeah, or we say 50 minutes, whatever, we could discuss it. So the system needed to inform the admin, as well as the writer, as well as the manager. For example, inform the admin here. And then what about writers? Let's see. After the writer accepts the task, it should have a red button here, show, to inform the writer that, oh, you have new materials, or something changed here. You need to do to have the related, and change on your paper, on the order. Get me? The same for the manager and the Gmail, because not everyone would stick to his panel forever. He probably let's say writers or managers use Gmail a lot, or we say whatever, email. We don't say Gmail, we say email, right? So it would have a red button to inform them. That's why I have the red button here, you noticed. Okay, this is for notice them to upload the draft. As long as they upload it, also the red button disappears. Alright, let's return back to the admin. Let's talk. Okay, as for the admin's part, how do we inform the admin? I think we should have something, Yes, I think we should have something to inform. For example, we could new materials, new materials, and then we also have the red button. What the fuck? Okay, anyway, you see here's a button. Something to inform the admin that we have new materials update from the students. You see? With a button or whatever, and then okay, we see. But okay, we don't need to inform the admin's email. Okay. But for writers, we need email because, yeah, writers and managers. Yes, they use email a lot. Okay. Okay, as you noticed here, after the admin also could upload, some materials or whatever. He could change most of the things here. Yeah, everything here. And then after admin, click here, update everything. Update the order. Okay, the system needed to inform at the writers and the managers panels and the emails. Okay, that's the same thing actually. Okay. Then let's see. Okay. After the writer accepts the order, then the order would move to the assigned part. That means a writer and a manager is working on it, right? Okay. The difference between the two panels is, I think, this part. I will explain to you. Oh yes. So at this part, the admin would be able to assign a writer based on the ID. For example, notice, right? And we talked about this already. Only for assignments, even if he didn't pay, the assignment would still be here. And then the admin to talk to students about the price and then make price for the assignment, okay, nothing else. And then the student to pay, and then we could assign the assignments to writers or managers. Okay, so all right, about the auto assign, let me explain this to you. Okay, let me tell you, how did the admin to assign writers? Based on their limitations. For example, the writer is good at economy, then the task is the economy. Then the admin could check the profile here, check writer's profile. He said, oh, this writer, he could write at economy. Okay, format MLA, type, what type it is, limitate, everything, what's the level of it. Then the admin could assign the writer's ID based on what he can do. You see? The same for manager. Okay, what is auto assign? So the system would be able to auto assign to writers or managers when the admin wanted the order to be auto assigned. He also could auto assign to native speaker. You see, native speaker. Okay, so that's it. So I think this panel will fully understand it. Okay, for personal statement, it's actually the same as this one, very similar. I will talk these parts later, not now, because you need to know how did the admin's part go. And then, let's see the difference. We talk about this part is actually the same. Okay, let's see this one. What is reassign writers? You see, writers could refuse the task, right? If he said, I cannot do it, we have the button for it, then it would return back to, to our system. Then we need to reassign the task to another writer. Assigned part. Then the admin could hand reassign or what? Or auto reassign. This is hand reassign. And then let's see, where is it? You see? Auto reassign. If they click here, then the system would do it by the system itself. Okay, then the same, to native speaker, yeah, this is a limitation. Okay, what about the revision part? As you noticed here, the student, after we complete the order, the student probably wanted some revision, right? So the student could type something and add the attachment, then click here, confirm. Then the system would get the revision requirement. Yeah, you see, materials is what? Is this one, files, right? And the description, okay, we see it. And then the admin could send the revision to the original writer. What is original writer? Original writer is the writer who worked on it. You see? The admin also could reassign writers for the revision. Type some numbers and then confirm and then send it to the writers. Get it from a manager. What is? Get the revision, the after revised. Okay, what's that? Get the after revised paper from writer. You see, he could check and do everything, then send it back to students. Then the students would get the revision here. You see, get the revision here. Okay. Oh wait, we have it. Oh, we don't need it. Okay, we will have the revision here actually. You see? Get it from manager, then send it to students. Okay. Okay, what is the writers completed the task? Let's see here. This is the writer's profile. As you noticed here, what is this? What's this? So you know that the HR could set up the limitation pages for writers, right? For example, okay, the limitation is we say 10 pages per day, right? Then you see here would be 10 pages, just an example. It could be any page. Okay, okay, this is a limitation. Okay, the maximum the student could work for that day. Okay, you see? So what is the 3 pages? 3 pages means assigned pages. Okay, so when the 3 pages go to 10 pages, then the writer, you see, would drop to the bottom. Fool. He's a fool. You see? Then he cannot get any task. You see? Okay, what does 3 a.m. 3 a.m. mean? Okay, here it means this is the writer's idea. I think you don't need any explain. Okay, how about this? Available, that means, for example, today is 16th. Okay, then the writer is available until what day? Until 3 a.m. of 16th. You get me? Okay, writer's idea could be anything. Okay, I explained this to you. Okay, so let me further explain. Even if today is 17th, but the writer didn't finish all 10 pages of 16th, he still cannot get any new task. He still is at the bottom. You see, he's still at this part. You see how great is my system? Okay, then what do we say? Let's return back to explain this. Writers completed the task. You know, for example, we say the real deadline. Why do we have this? Okay. Writers completed the task. Okay, even if the writer okay, actually I think we don't need it. Do we need it? Huh, we don't need it. That's fine, we don't need it. Okay, do you remember that we talked about let's return to the writers panel. Okay, do you remember that we talk about if the writer upload, you know, the upload the final draft, then the writer would be marked as the task would be upped as finished, but not completed. We talk about this, right? Now you know why? Because after they upload the final draft here, okay, the system would make the 3 page, for example, he has, okay, one writer, he has now 7 pages. And then he returned, let's assume. The writer now uploaded 4 pages. Okay, 4 pages paper. Then you see the 7 pages. Okay, you see here. The 7 pages would be changed to 3 pages. You see, and we say, assume now the writer uploaded another. Okay. 3 pages paper. Then, okay, the 3 pages would change to 0 pages. Okay, so what does it mean? So return back to the domain. Okay. It means the writer, okay, it's 0 pages until it's 0 pages, no. Then the writer could get new tasks. So his name would be from full to 0 pages. Assume the limitation is 10 pages. You see? You see how it goes? It's so complex. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's keep talking. Okay, then we go on. Okay, for the orders completed, as you noticed, we talk about waiting to assigned. Okay, dispute we didn't talk yet. Okay, for completed, I think every 30 days. We actually talk about this. Okay, every 30 days after the the final draft uploaded to the student, then the task would be moved to this part, completed. Yes, to this completed part. Okay, for cancelled task. Okay, for cancelled task, there is something special. Cancelled task. You see, we could cancel a task at here. We also would be able to cancel the task which was assigned here. We also could cancel it. The same, as long as it cancelled, the money return back to the referral credits. So it's clear, huh? Okay.